Welcome to Chessmas TV episode 306. Today is November 5th, 2016, and I am relieved to tell you that we're going to play chess today. We have played so many weird variants. In fact, the last variant we played, which was like, I called it molasses chess, the pieces could barely move. I got a comment on that YouTube video that said, this is probably the worst variant ever. And I thought, yeah, it is. So I'm so glad that today we're just going to play chess for once. It's going to be fantastic because chess is where Chess Whiz really shines. And by that I mean really loses every game. So let's go play some chess. This is a very mixed up view, but that's kind of fits Chess Whiz style. So let's just create a game. Mixed up. 1 minute per side is the plan today. That's called Bullet Chess Classic Bullet. And when I hear the word bullet, I think 1 minute chess. I don't think something flying into my face is going to kill me. Totally not. Although bullets do that too. All right, you ready? We're playing against Chano Miso. Here we go. 1 minute, it turns out, is a lot of time. When this website, Lichess, first came out, 1 minute was the fastest chess that you could play. It was actually the fastest mode possible. But then they added 30-second and 45-second, and suddenly 1 minute seems very casual. I think they actually tweaked the algorithm about how much time you get back for latency. What are you doing? I'll play on the queen side. Can I get away with this? I don't know, so let's just keep moving pawns forward. Now, you know, I think that this is a fun tactic. I have 36 seconds left for the game, but I found a way to attack both of these things at the same time. So that's caused him some consternation, as you see. He's going to trade his... He's not going to trade his... Something's going to happen here. Some chess pieces are going to move around. That's going to give me the chance to, on my turn, I'm going to move something that I have, and then it's going to be his turn. This is really interesting. I'm alive, barely. As you see, queen g4 check. I'm almost checkmated, but not quite. I think almost does not kill you in this game. It's really the real checkmate that kills you. So he needs to bring his rook in order to truly demolish me. And I don't know if he's going to be able to do that. I've got queen captures here. I'm actually ahead on time now. Let's throw this check in and then come back. That's going to cost him a moment of time while he moves his king. Sometimes the time is more important than the chess position. And in this case, that might be true. Now he's pretty passive. That knight is so good, though. What can I do? Oh, no. Let's go around the back like this. I actually can't get anything done here, but I can check him. This might actually cause him a big problem. Take me for free. Yes. He's out of time, so I win. Okay, so that opponent was rated 1944. That's a pretty good opponent if you're a pretty good player. Of course, for me, I'm rated 1990, so that was like an easy peasy squeezy on that guy. I'd say he had the better position, but I don't think he should have tried to sacrifice the exchange back here. I really don't. I'm interested to see what the computer analysis says right here. Just a sec, Janimismo, sec. I'm going to type, which is short for 1 second, which is short for hold on. I'd rather look at how I beat you. Knight b4. Who do you think's winning in this position? Black by 1.1 pawns. So he actually needed to recapture with his pawn, and with this move, as you can see, so that I don't get that clever attack where I'm hitting both at the same time. But here, black is still winning. So actually, my queens I play worked really well. I was really worried in this position because when his pawns come down like this, I thought I was just going to get checkmated in the face. So I'm just stirring stuff over here. I didn't think I'd get anything done. You know that situation where you're like, this is hopeless and I'm dead, but I guess I'll wave my arms around for a while. And it worked. I actually survived that. So let's go back and play another chess game with him. See if he's still there. That was great. Okay. He's here. So let's turn off the microphone like this. Because I have to self-lubricate for a moment. People do that, especially males, before I play my next game. Okay, so it's more of the same. You can see these weird pawny things he's doing. Oh, no, I hung that pawn. Oh, let's push here. That's the only way to save it. Now I've got this pawn. Ah! Okay, I survived. So I definitely, whoops, I didn't survive. Definitely blundered a few things. Oh, thank you, man. This is a comedy of errors right now. Or at least it's errors. I'm not sure about the comedy part. Yeah, I blundered one thing after another. First, the E-pawn was saying, I'm like, no, save that. So then I'm just losing the next piece, the G2 followed by the H1. That would have been even worse. And then, of course, I blundered a piece. What do I have here? More blunders, maybe? I might be okay here. He actually had a piece that in that position as well. He could have played, he could have piled onto this square because his queen was attacking down here. So I'm just lucky after lucky. Let's play this rook in. 30 seconds on the clock here. Okay, he goes king side. That makes me feel more comfortable. I think two bishops against two knights is pretty bad for me, so that's helpful, definitely. I wanted to play f4, but we're gonna just do what we can. Oh, he just loves trades. Oh, I shouldn't have traded there. I gave him the file. Yeah, I got problems. Get out, and don't come back. That's not a song. It's more like something else, and don't come back. Like hit the road jack and don't come back. I don't know. I'm not really familiar with popular culture, and that can bite me in certain locations of my body when I try to stream because I make some reference that no, I lost that, but now it's queen against queen. What's going to happen? Nothing's going to happen but a bunch of checks. I think this might be some kind of draw. 9 seconds to 18. It's going to be a clock game, and I need more time on my clock. Oh, never mind. It's not a clock game. Oh, it is. Since I said it was true, it has to be true. Oh, no. I don't know what to move. Maybe this pawn. Oh, I think I'm out of time. Oh, I'm out of time. Man, if that was definitely a clock game. If I hadn't run out of time, I would have made more moves in my chess position there. Would have been good. I missed knight c6, forking the queen and rook. I am Red Band asks me if this is an Apple Watch. Boom. Do you hear me hit the microphone? I do that just for fun. It is an Apple Watch. Why don't you follow me on Twitch and I'll get a notification on it? I'd love that. I'm assuming that was a... He's probably disconnected by now. I actually can't tell if he's watching. Okay, so we got the same position as last game. Remember that evaluated? It's like you're winning by a whole bunch. Let's go get to that position again. Here we go. This is slightly different, but it's good enough. Oh, he takes it the pawn, but I'm still winning by a million according to the computer. Remember that diagram that's like Chess Whiz plus 100? We're going to go for that one. Oh, tearing it up on the queen side. Oh, great. That knight is so obnoxious. Okay, so I have to save the bishop. And now, yeah. I look forward to checkmating you soon. Take with the, what do I take with here? A pawn. Okay. I probably need to take that, actually. It's a pretty good knight. But I really want to take this one. I wish my bishop could take two knights. You know, it's possible if you just simply violate the rules of chess. Other than that, pretty much hosed. Let's kick this knight. It's dangerous for him. Look at that square. 22 seconds for the game. I can do this. Bam. Oops, I blundered my queen again. This time it was guarded, so I've learned what you should do. Guard your queen, and if you blunder it, you're okay. This is great. Let's bring the bishop to this square where it does things. And then this. Looks fun. How do I get my knight to attack that? Like this? Yeah. What a puzzle. What a puzzle, but now it's a puzzle for him. And the puzzle is, how do I not lose? And there is no solution. Yeah. I think this is pretty bad for you, Mr. 1947. Oh, this guy's old. Whoops, I guess I should promote to a new queen. 2 seconds on the clock. Oh, 0 seconds on the clock. Man, you had the same problem I did last game. If only you had had more time, you would have made more moves before you lost. That was awful. GG to you. Looks like I've got some challengers here. And there's some comments in the chat as well. It says, I just saw a guy. Didn't this end in game 7? Analyzing, rule, watch, forking. Never mind, those are all old messages. Looks like we've got some challengers here. First, Love Me Otaku, which is Japanese. And you can't see that. And the other one is for Kyriakos. But Love Me Otaku wants to play 3-minute game, which I'm not going to play because we're playing 1 minute. So let's play with Kyriakos_N. Casual? Oops, causal? Same word, right? I mean, casual, causal, whatever. So because it's casual, it turns out it doesn't matter what you do. It's kind of like real life because eventually you'll die. So I can basically just make whatever moves I want here. And then eventually the chess game ends and no one will even care. Does this look like a good opening? I call it the Whiz Bang. It's named after myself. I think it's strong because once the queen is on g3, it attacks c7. So in a couple more moves here, I'm going to have him forked. Oh, I didn't think of this. I need to go back to the drawing board when it comes to inventions. Opening inventions here. Oh, knight h3. It's a strong line here. Oh, did you see how I stopped this fork with my knight on h3? Man, I invented this technique. It is so strong. I wonder if I should... I wonder if I should laugh maniacally before I lose. I'm so glad that all these bad moves are legal. Can you imagine if like someone shows up at your door and it turns out it's the police because you made a bad move on purpose? That's what life would be like in a universe that isn't this one. You can't disprove that statement. Oh, my rook. Was this like checkmate or something? Stop doing it. No, 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 no. It's not checkmate. Ooh, how could it be? Definitely not. Isn't this fun, though? I think I should probably make some good moves to mix it up here a little bit with my bad moves. Take that one as well. Oh, you're making it spicy. What are you doing? Did you know I can still castle? Check. No, I'm going to castle. This is great. Why not? Help. Trade some things so I don't die. If you're ever dying, trade some things. You'll die slower. Out of time. So I won that game. I think the strength of that game was getting the knight to g3, because if the knight wasn't there, let me take a quick look at this analysis board. If just imagine a universe where that knight's not there, okay? So we're in this position and the knight is not there. You know what would happen? Check, and I would lose my queen. Now, never mind the fact that I lost my queen 2 moves later to an enormous blunder. That would have been so bad if that knight wasn't there. So knight h3, that was like the key move in that position. Looks like we have a challenge from Apostolos, but this is a casual game, which means awful moves are coming forward. Why are we wasting our time with casual, man? I don't even see the point. So I've played people who do this, and they're actually serious. They're like, I need to get my rooks out. They're so strong. Rooks are strong. So if I make these moves, now my rooks are out. This is great. Now, they're wrong. It's not great. But it's casual, so it is great. Let's redefine great. Oops, casual, sorry. Let's give him a tongue face, and then we'll give him a tongue face with a longer... Oh, he resigns? Man, you saved me so much time. Like, think about my life right now. Like, I have a certain amount of time before I'm dead, right? And this section in here where I'm playing this casual game has been shortened, and that lengthened the rest of my life, the time when I wasn't playing that game, right? Proportionally speaking, my life just was lengthened by his resignation process. So he's actually saving lives. Thank you so much, Apostolos. You saved my life. I am so grateful to you. And now he's playing a rated game, which is such a good use of time. Of course, now I'm black. That's probably why he did that. More chess, more chess. How you guys doing? I've been reading a book about how to become the most rich person on the planet. The most successful. I mean, rich is implied, because how could you be successful and poor? I don't even know. And it says that you should have social skills. So I think it's hopeless. I'll be back if you want. Yeah, I checked out all these self-help books in the library, and then I also got Way of the Weasel by Scott Adams, which is a book by the author of the Dilbert comic strip. It's basically about how to avoid doing any work. And it turns out that's not like the same line of thinking, if you follow the advice in that book. Oh, my queen, my rook, my bishop. No, this is like, I have a bad. Bad. Okay, but what he doesn't see is this. Brilliant move. Unfortunately, my bishop's hanging. So that could be a problem. So I'm still down a piece. I love moving my queen, though, and I just moved my queen the maximum distance. So that's like a moral victory right there. Moral victory means I lost, but I wish I had won. As far as I can tell. Whenever I beat somebody, they're like, and they make up some moral victory for themselves. That's what it means. So I pretty much deduced the definition. No. Your moves are better than mine. Hey, I can lengthen my life. Resign. Yes, guys, this is like the secret to everlasting life. Resign games before they start. Your life technically will never end. If you start games and resign them just before they're started, really, really, really fast. Like wake up in the morning, do that 100 times, it lengthens your day, and then the day will never end. It's fantastic. This is great. Okay, you ready? Oh, you can't Man, my secret to everlasting life has been ruined by this grayed out button. We need to fix that. Okay, let's play again. Closed Sicilian. This will be good. F4. Let's put the bishop here. Take that, push here. Oh, I love this position. See these pawns? They're weak. See this king? Oh, it's checkmated. Just watch this. Just watch it happen. Okay, that was maybe a bad move. He had a free knight. B3. The problem is assumptions. The problem in life is usually assumptions, but here especially. He assumed I would never be so stupid as to blunder a piece like that. Oh, my queen. Oh, I'm okay. This game is scary. What are you doing? Congratulations, arriving there. There's 2 steps. The first is select your destination. I think you skipped that step and you went straight to arriving. Let's go get that pawn. This is like the 3rd C pawn I've captured this game. Just giving bad pawns. It's fun. I have 2 knights against 2 bishops, so it's very important to me that I continue moving this knight until he gets bored. No, that I block up the position so that there's no openness for his bishops. I think I've done that pretty well. I'd say there's very little openness right here. Oh, how many C pawns have we had this game? This is intense. Okay, I could take that rook. Just get more knights on the C file. The C file is the theme of this game for sure. "12 seconds. Oh. This is a great position. This is so great. This just makes me smile with my mouth. Let's just keep doing this. Oh, I should have taken. That would have been better. 8 seconds now. It's all about the clock. This is not good. Ah, mouse. Be mousier. Let's pre-move some things. 2 seconds. That's not enough time to win. No! Mouse! No! Rook! No! Oh! 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 If only this had mind-reading capability. I was totally thinking about Rook A1. That's the next technology we need, is like you think about your move. Bam! It's there. You don't even use any time. I think instantly, by the way. Bam! 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 I could have won this game if it wasn't for stupid technology. I would have won, by the way. Not just like could have. Like it's a guarantee. Would have won this game. I mean, like, I have twice as many rooks as him. Twice as many. It's not like a small portion, like 25% more rooks. This is twice as many rooks. I should have won that game. Oh. Okay, I'll play you again. He's at 2200 now. I have no chance against him. Let's think about the universe. When did it begin? Because I don't remember it, actually. No. I'm thinking maybe I wasn't there. At first I was sure I was there. Because I am most places. Ooh, cool. I think I figured out why I keep losing. I think it's the quality of my moves. But it could be my opponent. So I'm not 100% sure. You know, there's this concept that wherever I am, that's where I am. I take full advantage of that concept. when I think about cheese. I read a funny phrase today. It was actually 4 days ago, but it doesn't matter when it comes to time. It's all relative. So I'm going to share it with you. You maybe need the context for this phrase in order for it to be funny, but maybe not, so I'll just say the phrase. Stab you with his umbrella. Wow, you're right. That is not very good without the context. Is there very much background sound? I hear this psh, but I think it's just because my headphones are plugged into my microphone. I think it's better in the YouTube video. You can let me know if there's background sound there. Actually, I'll just go check myself afterward, because I want to make sure there's no static. I used to have that, but then I got grape nuts, and the grape nuts are great. I was paid to say that, never mind. Okay, so we're going to play against Edward, because I think I can beat him. This is cool. Oh, this is exciting. Edge of your seat. Oh, it's a free queen. Oh, no, never mind. How do I, oh, this is so exciting. Chess is such a boring game, guys. I have to like give you some soundtrack that makes you think that it's a bad, well, you know what the next word is going to be. Just to keep it interesting, you know. Because this is a nerdy game. If you really think about it, normal people with the elusive skill known as social skills would not play this game. Especially not on the internet. I mean, if you're in person, you can at least talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and eventually say, oh, is it my turn? Oh, sorry, I thought it was your turn. If you ever had that happen, what you do is you find an internet and you play on the internet instead because you're nerdy. But I'm already nerdy, so this is much better for me. I'm actually sitting in an empty room right now. There's nobody here, and I have these fantastic lights shining on me that were provided by a generous donor of lights. And that's helping my quality of light a lot right now because it's basically midnight right now. It's very difficult to see me if I don't have those on. This position is so much better. By the way, nerdy is a compliment. And I know some of you guys might have been slightly offended by that insinuation because you don't realize that it's a compliment. What are you doing? I have to checkmate you. What are you doing, man? You're being weird. Oh! 1 second. Oh my god. Oh. It's the mouse. It's definitely the mouse. If I had played queen, this is my plan. Queens like this. You see these arrows? They're arrows of victory is what you're seeing right here. I can't stand this. I just have to quit right now. There are areas of my life where I'm not a complete loser, and that would be games where I don't actually have winners and losers. Have you ever played games like that? Like there's one game called Pandemic, where everybody wins or everybody loses. And that kind of game is so frustrating for me. The first reason it's frustrating is because everybody thinks I'm a genius. They may or may not be right, right? So they just sit around saying, hey, Chess Whiz, what do you think we should do next? Because everyone's on a team. And I'm like, well, we should, and I give some advice, right? And then we do that. It's basically a solitaire game. Everyone waits for me to tell them what to do, and then we all do it, and then we all win or we all lose. It's not really a game at all. And there's a lot of games in that vein now, because it's somewhat popular among human beings to not have any losers. Waste of time. Seriously, I'm not even kidding. And I'm usually kidding, so this is very rare. I realize I contradicted my statement from a recent episode when I said I was never kidding. But I was never kidding then. I'm usually kidding now, okay? It's true. Let's play this Panov Botvinnik attack. I like to play this attack because it sounds cool. I mean, it's got 2 names. We both have the same of everything here. What are you going to do? Same as me? Oh, I get to push my pawn. Probably should have just taken his knight, actually. Opposite colored b-shoppers. Usually in a position like this, whoever runs out of time first loses. That may happen here. I have to stir up an attack. Let's keep the queens on the board, because I need it to be spicy. Queens add spice. Simple rule of chess cooking. No, that's a bad. So this is funny to me because if he had taken my queen, I couldn't recapture because of checkmate. But instead, he blundered his queen for nothing. Great turnaround of fortunes there. Let's go to the analysis board and see what the computer has to say about that move. I like games with losers, by the way. Lots of them. Preferably everyone but me. I feel like I'm really getting something done when I do that. So look at this diagram down here. I know you can't see it, so I'm changing the view so that you can see it. Are you ready? Okay. You can't even see it because this is such a bad position for him. He goes from the best possible. I guess 9.9 is not the best possible. How do I make this mouse over work? 9.9, you can see that, down to negative 9.35. So that's a swing of 18.35 points. That's like blundering two queens in one move. And then I made a genius move that moves me back to 9.9. Oh, that's more than 18. It was like 19.25. In one move, I gained two queens in this position. I think that's pretty fabulous. Great play, Chess Whiz. Great play. So we have time for no more games. Oh no, the episode's over. Next episode, though, is going to be so fantastic because I had a viewer who gave me an idea for a variant, and I'm like, wow, that's great. It's my idea now. And which is, it's Crazy House where only the pawns obey the crazy rule. So if you capture a rook, it's off the board. It's just like chess. But if you capture a pawn, you can add that pawn back to the board later. You know what this is going to mean? We're going to trade down and into an endgame where all of a sudden you have 8 pawns and nothing else, and you're going to put a pawn on the 7th rank and then promote it. Yes, so you got to really guard your back rank in this variant. I can't wait to see how it's going to work. So this is going to be Thursday at 4 p.m. GMT because I have daylight savings coming up like today or tomorrow. So we're actually shifting the show by an hour so it doesn't change for me because everything that happens relative to me. You got to believe it's true. So next episode is going to be 4 p.m. GMT. That may or may not affect you. I mean, if you're in the United States, it doesn't have any change to your time, but if you're in other parts of the world, it might. So check the calendar at chesswiz.tv to get the exact time. That's 4 p.m. GMT. This has been ChessWhiz TV. Thanks for watching. Let's do the keyboard shortcuts.